loneliness has a much deeper impact on the human mind than most people realize. Loneliness is often misunderstood. It is usually seen as simply being alone. However, in psychology, loneliness refers to a person's inability to form the social and emotional connections they desire. In this video, I will explain 5 fundamental psychological patterns most commonly observed in people who feel lonely. The feeling of being ununderstood. One of the most fundamental psychological experiences of loneliness is the feeling of being misunderstood. Individuals may be surrounded by people, yet still feel that their emotions are not truly seen or acknowledged. In psychology, this is often described as emotional loneliness. Research suggests that when individuals repeatedly feel misunderstood, they gradually lose the motivation to express their emotions. They may begin to believe that sharing their thoughts will not lead to understanding or change, which further deepens the sense of isolation. Social withdrawal and emotional avoidance. As a result of feeling misunderstood, many individuals develop patterns of social withdrawal. This withdrawal is often a protective response rather than a lack of interest in others. In psychological literature, this behavior is referred to as emotional avoidance. The individual distances themselves from social interaction to reduce the risk of emotional disappointment. While this may offer short-term relief, over time it can intensify feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Low self-esteem and self-worth. Prolonged loneliness can significantly affect a person's sense of self. Over time, individuals may begin to question their own value, asking whether they are worthy of connection or acceptance. When social bonds weaken, people are more likely to engage in self-comparison, often interpreting isolation as personal failure. Psychological studies consistently show that perceived social exclusion is closely linked to lower self-esteem. Emotional sensitivity and fragility. Lonely individuals often experience heightened emotional sensitivity. This occurs when emotional support systems are limited or absent. As a result, minor criticisms, brief indifference, or subtle social cues may be perceived as deeply hurtful. From a psychological perspective, this reflects difficulties in emotional regulation, meaning the individual struggles to manage emotional responses effectively. Deep thinking and increased self-awareness. Despite its challenges, loneliness is not exclusively negative. For some individuals, periods of solitude can foster deep reflection and increased self-awareness. Lonely individuals often spend more time thinking about their identity, relationships, and life direction. In certain cases, this reflective process can enhance creativity, personal growth, and emotional insight. Psychology recognizes this as the constructive potential of loneliness. Conclusion. In summary, loneliness is a complex psychological experience that extends far beyond physical isolation. It often begins with feeling misunderstood, progresses through withdrawal, and can influence self-esteem and emotional resilience. However, when loneliness becomes persistent and distressing, it should be addressed with professional support. Psychological well-being is deeply connected to meaningful social relationships.